Welcome to the Catholic Dad Show. In today's episode, we will explore Minecraft versus Roblox. And we will share our tips on each of the games, both Minecraft and Roblox, for you as a Catholic dad. Cue the intro.
My name's Matt Rice.
And I'm Chris Bartlett.
A couple of Catholic dads trying to do the best job we can, trying to follow God and share whatever he's given us with other dads so they can follow him as well.
We believe that authentic fatherhood can transform the world. So let's get.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying. Okay. Hey, guys. Welcome to the show. Obviously, we are talking about Minecraft versus Roblox and just diving into that reality of our kids are growing up in a world where video games are like the standard. And not just like the classic video games, but like blockbuster, like amazing video games. And Minecraft and Roblox are two of the most popular video games with the demographic that falls basically 16 to age 8, kind of that range. They're like the most popular games out there. And so anytime you buy your children pajamas or underwears, you're going to see Minecraft as an option for the characters on those clothing.
Is it?
So, Matt, you look intrigued.
Well, I do. Does the age go up that high?
I know 25-year-olds
No, I know, but
Minecraft,
like when you say most
basis.
popular among 16-year-olds, I'm like, nah, most popular against like in 25-year-olds. I wouldn't agree with that. But anyway, regardless.
Not most popular. Yeah.
Yeah. It is like they're both really big. I mean, especially with the young kids, at least in my house. So first off, like, what are these games? Like for people that are that are watching that may not know what Roblox is, sure, and may not know what Minecraft is, which I would be surprised if there's very many people, but might as well go for it.
Yeah, well, first of all, Minecraft, the best way to describe it is basically an open world Lego game. Like you can build and create things, and then there's some survival aspect and combat elements. But for the most part, it's a game about being creative. Right. And you can share those creations. You can invite friends into those creations. You can invite strangers into those creations. And so it's a 3D game based upon block structure with graphics that kind of have this whole world that's very blocky and boxy. But the amount of things that you can do in this sandbox game are nearly unlimited. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and for those who have not even seen Minecraft at all, like a world is kind of randomly generated when you create it. The world is made of blocks, and there's like all kinds of different features in the world. The world is flat, like it's not round, and it has limits, like it ends, right? On either end, it ends. You can't go around the world. You go to the end, and it's the end, right?
Yes, there is a limit to the size of the sandbox.
Yeah.
Yes.
And within the game, it's got like mountains and oceans and deserts and all kinds of different biomes within it. You collect different things from like using your pickaxe or whatever to break blocks. You can collect coal, iron, gold,
wood,
all
ore,
those things.
Gold.
And you have to have those things in order to craft other elements within the world, right? If you're going to make a wood house, you've got to have wood.
Right. Yeah, and there's two different ways to play the game. There's the survival
that's
way,
what I was
where
get to
you're
next.
actually at night avoiding zombies and trying to survive. And then there's the other one, which I think younger kids would really enjoy playing, and I think it really showcases the neatest aspect of the game is it taps into a person's creativity, and that's called creative mode. In creative mode, you have everything that you could possibly have gathered available to you to where you can, if you wanted to build a gold house, you could. Whereas in survival mode, you would have to mine down until you struck gold and then get enough gold. And it's hard because when you find a thing of gold in the game, you get this much and you need this much to do anything
so
with
frustrating.
it. And so it just... It's an intense investment in time and emotion.
Both Chris and I have played both of these with our kids, or at least I played Minecraft more with my kids than I have Roblox. But the amount of time that we spent we went all the way to bedrock, and then all the way back up, we were creating little shafts like all the way across, all the way back up, trying to find all the materials we needed to do different things. And it was just so frustrating. But my kids play creative mode all the time. And yeah, just grabbing whatever they want, putting it in their inventory and start using it.
Yep. And so for me, the reason why I love Minecraft is because it taps into my children's creativity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think some of the things that they've shown, some of the things that they've built, even with some of the, it almost has its own tiny program language where it's like cause effect. You can do switches and things like that. And when they pull a switch and their building that they built blows up because they've put a thing of TNT in there, the amount of joy and elation that happens, not just for them, but the other children that are watching, is highly enjoyable. So
yeah, it's almost like you can do like the Connects Legos in a video game. Like Connects Legos, you've got all those different rubber bands and cranks and different things like that. You can make things happen. You can do the same thing in the video game, but it's just different. But it's the same kind of concept. But no, I had fun creating different statues. My daughter and I made a really fancy church one time, and then another time like she went on her own and made statues of like a crucifix and then Mary next to the crucifix. I'm like, wow, like that's pretty cool. I never in my life would have ever played a video game and done something like that. But she was so proud of it and so happy. So yeah, the creative nature of that. It is interesting when my younger kids try to play, how frustrated they get, especially if they're doing it in creative mode, or not in creative mode, in survival mode. Because they can't defend themselves very well, and they don't move around as easily as the others do, and they're like screaming for help, and the older ones are like, I don't want to help you because you're going to get me dead. But
yeah. So that is a shadow side of it. The other shadow side that I have seen with my kids is when they invite some friends in or other people in. So the online aspect, we have a cousin that is really into it. Super fun, awesome. He was in a party with some of his friends, and there were some things that got moved around or set on fire in a world that one of my children had created. And that was devastating because it was survival, which meant that if it gets destroyed, it's not as easily rebuilt.
Yep.
And so that's the other piece, is the online element is definitely a mixed bag, which is why we typically only say, and we have it set to where they can only play online with friends.
Yeah.
And otherwise you get exposed to different things. Anytime there's an online element where you can chat with people, your children's vocabulary might increase in directions you prefer them not to have an increased vocabulary in. So I think that's just in general online play. Of course, Minecraft has an online element, but you can play the game without the online element. The other cool thing that I really like about it is that it has couch co-op. Now, couch co-op means that two people can hold a controller in the same room on the same system, as opposed to having two Xboxes, two game systems in order to have a two-player game.
And it's up to 4 players, right? Like it split screens up to 4?
Yes, for Minecraft, at least on Xbox, it's up to 4 players. I know that some other ones have different limitations, but that has been a huge element in regards to my boys can get their media time together without one of them being like, has his time gone up yet? Has his time gone up yet? I'm just like, play together, have fun together. Yeah, and they help it. Sometimes it's collaborative. Like, okay, you build the windows, and I'll build this part, and you do this, and all of a sudden they're dreaming together. And that's the beauty, I think, of this game, is its potential is so vast it can at times be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Right. But when you start to narrow it down and say, we want to build this together, they have everything they need in creative mode to do something authentically creative. As a Catholic dad, acknowledging that God is our creator, and that all these resources that exist in the game are largely also available in our world. It gives them permission to kind of have almost a God mode in this game and be able to be like, well, our God was so creative that all these things actually do exist. And there's just some connections in regards to God as creator that can be kind of touched on. I'm not saying that you should play Minecraft as a Bible study, but I am saying anything that you're doing with your kids, if you cannot invite God into it, then you probably shouldn't do it. And I would make a strong argument that Minecraft, you can definitely invite God into it.
Totally. So, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Roblox. I don't know Roblox, I don't think, as well as you do. My kids are on it quite a bit. But I think that one of the biggest reasons why I'm not in it is there's no split screen and it's individual devices, right? You can't do it on Xbox, can you?
You can do it on Xbox, but you can't do couch co-op. Correct. It's one person playing at a there's an
Xbox game for Roblox too.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. Look at me.
The more you know.
Learning stuff.
Yeah, so Roblox is came after Minecraft. Minecraft has been around for over a decade, but Roblox came out in the last 6 years. It did run into some pretty hefty scandal early on before they put in some different parent controls and things of that nature, because it was used as a grooming device for pedophiles.
Yeah.
So, dun dun dun.
Oh,
but
yeah.
if you have Snapchat on your phone, Snapchat started as a platform to be able to send inappropriate pictures. But if you're watching this on YouTube, YouTube started because they couldn't find a video clip of the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction. And they said, why isn't there a place where videos can be shared? And so I want to say that and make that, because we all use YouTube and we know there's dark areas of it, but it's a tool that has developed and evolved to where it can be used for a lot of good. And I think Roblox is one of those that if you navigate it correctly, it can be a lot of fun. Now, Roblox isn't so much a game as much as a gaming platform. Essentially, it's a collection of games built on that gaming platform. And so you can play games or you can also create games. Now, my children have never gone into the create games mode. We've only stuck into the play game side of things. And there are a lot of different games that are fun. Some of them have shooter elements like paintball or something like that. Some of them have, kind of like American Ninja Warrior, where you have to do these obstacle courses or these challenges.
Yeah, my kids are doing...
Others are exploration.
They're doing like a Sonic the Hedgehog race thing recently.
Racing, yeah, exploration. There's all sorts of different things that have been made by users. One of them was a laundromat virtual like simulator or whatever. And so you go through and you change out the machines in your laundromat, upgrade them, and then people keep coming in and using them more. It's just, there's a lot of fun, creative things that you can do. But there's also some pieces that are like not as appropriate or not as kid friendly. And so you really have to monitor it more because you don't know what's coming. Now, there's been nothing explicit in regards to content that we've seen. There have been a couple of things that have been inappropriate that we've seen in regards to just maybe less modest, for example. And then we've also seen, because Roblox, the majority of interaction is online play. So you're playing with these other players. And my children have been griefed. Is it grieving? Whatever it is, griefers. Whatever, trolled or bullied, cyber bullied in these games to where they get picked on or they get beat up a little bit more. They know now just to exit the game. It's not fair. Yes, it's not fair. It's 6-on-1. Joseph, just exit the game.
Yeah.
Like these guys are monsters. Just leave. And he's learned to be able to kind of shake that off. The thing that is most helpful in Roblox is the games have a rating system based upon thumbs up or thumbs down, right? And so we have stopped playing games that are not 85% thumbs up or better.
Okay.
And we learned that because my son was really into these games where you have to jump from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar to get all the way across. Mm-hmm. And he asked for some Roblox money for his birthday. So we gave him some Roblox money, which meant real money into the game. And he went through it because this person created it to where you have to like time your jumps, jump. But when you land on a certain spot, it can create a purchase screen. Would you like to purchase a super jump for $1 Robux or whatever? And they had it to where you time it, tap, 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 tap. And the fourth tap in is, would you like to purchase A? And then confirm A. And it was brilliant in regards to the way that he trolled. But Joseph lost all of his Robux in the matter of 5 minutes just because he was trying to beat that game. A. Oops, I purchased it. Oops, I purchased it again.
Wow.
And so, but then we went and looked at it. It only had 12% thumbs up. So shame on us for not have checked that. Yep. So now I'm like 85% thumbs up or better. But again, of the two games, one has a vast variety. Like your child is going to find a game or a game mode or a game type in Roblox that they love, that they really enjoy. And they're going to find probably dozens, if not hundreds of games in that genre that they're going to be able to test out and try and figure out, I like this one better because, or I like that one better, which creates some cool dialogue about their own personal preferences. However, of the two, Roblox is way more dangerous in regards to you have to be more hands-on as a parent because you're definitively going to be interacting with other people. You're definitively going to be playing the game in worlds that other people have created. And Roblox allows those worlds to have advertisements in them.
Yep.
So the games can have little micro advertisements, also microtransactions, whereas Minecraft is much more kind of straightforward in regards to navigating it. So if you're just getting a kid into a game or something like that, I would recommend Minecraft over Roblox for that aspect.
For sure. It's funny. I'm trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure it was Roblox. And I don't remember which kid it was. But they were playing on Grandpa's iPad. And I think they spent $200.
That was Clash Royale.
Was it? Maybe it was.
Yeah,
Maybe it was.
Royale.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
But it was
But I just want to be clear that is a concern. So if you have your credit card linked to your whatever system or whatever, there is a chance that you could microtransaction your way into a very difficult conversation. Yeah.
One of the things I think is cool about Roblox, and I don't know how they do it because I don't play it, but I see like my kids and the neighborhood kids all around their individual tablets in our living room playing together. They're doing stuff together. So I don't know how they end up on the same server or in the same world, or does it do proximity? Like, is that how like Roblox works? Or is it friends?
I'm not sure, but there is, I think you can set it to where you can get parties and things like that. My kids just don't have, that sounds horrible. My kids just don't have any friends. No, they don't have any gaming friends because gaming's such a limited part of their life that they just jump in for the game's sake.
Sure. Yeah, no, the neighborhood, like our family, our community, like their kids also play it, and so then they'll bring their device over, and all of our kids will play the same games together. Like any arguments? Like you said, Minecraft versus Roblox. You gave one example of why you would choose Minecraft over Roblox. In what example would you go Roblox over Minecraft?
So Roblox over Minecraft is definitely the variety. And I think that the Minecraft world, if it weren't for YouTube videos showing us these things that my kids have gotten into, like of the amazing things you can do in Minecraft, we would have treated it like building blocks. We would have had no idea that you can set a switch and this will happen, this will happen, and this will happen. And so the orientation or the ease of learning, Roblox hands down. It's much easier to pick up and start playing. And part of the reason is each game has a brief orientation, like do this to do this, and it explains it. Whereas Minecraft is like, hi, you're in the world, don't die. And
they don't even tell you that. They don't even tell you how you'll die.
So there's so much. There is something cool about that exploration and things like that. There's something extremely frustrating when your 7-year-old has figured all this stuff out and your 5-year-old is just holding a controller. Like, why won't anyone help me? And I know you've experienced that with your kids as well. That hasn't been the case with Roblox, but there has been a number of times where my 5-year-old is like, I want to go back to Minecraft because I don't have the dexterity to be able to do this, this, and this. Whereas Roblox is a little bit more advanced. And so I think for ages 8 or 9, I think that Roblox is possibly the more fun. Both are extremely well made games. Both are a ton of fun. But Roblox might be taking the lead for that age demographic on up to about age 12, until they discover how to get good at Rocket League. Sorry, that's my own. All the way up to age 42, I'm a good Rocket League player. Go silver. But that is the advantage to Roblox, is there's a little bit more of an explanation on the way. And there's so many game types that you could probably find one that if you navigated it with your 5-year-old, that's the one. But if you just want the machine to do the parenting for you, I know that sounds weird, but it's okay to turn on a show and be like, okay, you're going to watch this show while I go do the dishes or while I go put away the laundry. Like, that is not the most rotten thing you can do. Minecraft is better if you're just going to sit your kid down and walk away. Roblox, you probably need to be sitting next to them, at least until you establish some
good
parameters for how they're going to navigate that game.
And, for like moms and dads, because this isn't just a dad thing, video games. I mean, moms play video games too. But moms and dad who like video games and want their kids to eventually play like some of the, I don't know, more advanced games with them. yeah, I mean, I think like it's not like we're going to give you like do this first and do this next, but it is fun for me as a father to watch my kids get better at video games to the point where I'm not annoyed when I play with them. Like
yes.
when I play, even sometimes I'll get annoyed playing Minecraft because I get into it and I start doing my thing, and then they're like, "Daddy, I'm stuck in a hole. What do I do?" Like they're just,
I love
it. All I can see is blue.
Yes. Quit digging straight down. You got to figure out ways to get out. I'm stuck.
Yeah. I dug down and I fell into a pit. Anyway, but no, and like, so it's fun when they get to the point where, when you may be doing your own thing and you turn around and you see their thing is twice as big as yours, or what they've been working on is just like so much better than what you've been working on. That's a lot of fun, for parents, the video game or the game, and then as they get older, you can start to allow them to play different games. And this, in my mind, this is where you get into some real differences in parenting. At what age do you let your kid play Fortnite? At what age do you let your kid play Call of Duty? At what age do you let your kid play some of the, like, what is the Witch one? Oh my gosh.
Witcher?
Yeah, Witcher. Or like other games like that. Because like I like to play, some of those games. So like very often I won't play those video games until after everybody's in bed. And so I don't get to play those games until 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. And then it's like, okay, well, which kid is up with me at that point? So, but Chris, I know that you have I feel like you're more strict on what games you'll let your kids play than I am. And like, I don't know if that's true or not, but.
Well, and I think the why is an important thing. Yep. So my oldest children are, my oldest is 14, your oldest is 18.
Correct.
And there is something about exposure to where if you allow your 15-year-old to play Call of Duty, chances are they're not going to play it at 11 p.m. They're going to play it when other kids are awake. So there's going to be some natural exposure that happens to it. My 14-year-old doesn't play video games.
Yep.
And so like the oldest exposure that my kids are seeing in regards to video games is my 9-year-old daughter who plays video games.
So your 14-year-old is not a gamer.
She's not a gamer.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And my 12-year-old, she's an iPhone, a cell phone gamer.
Yeah. So
we're talking Match 3, we're talking, a doodle jump and things like that, which is very different than what we're talking about. So my 9-year-old plays, my 7-year-old and my 5-year-old play. And so we are in kind of the Minecraft world. 3 years from now, I don't know what that looks like, but right now it's, if there's any violence, it has to be bloodless or cartoon violence.
Yep.
And it needs to be a clear delineation between good and evil, right? And so these are the bad guys, these are the good guys. Whereas in a lot of other games, it's human-shaped cartoons or human-shaped figures fighting human-shaped figures. And I'm not that comfortable with that because that's kind of person to person. And Roblox does have some of that to where I've had to tell my children that we're not going to play those type of games. We're going to stick more to these type of games. And so they understand it now. And they police each other. I mean, they tattle like crazy, But here's the thing that I love about Minecraft and Roblox in regards to what it looks like when they're 12, 13, 14. Like some of the games that involve, like, what would it look like to play? You and I got into a game called Borderlands.
Yeah.
Like that game is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's cartoon, but it's still cell shaded violence or whatever. But like when they're 15 or something like that, how cool would it be to co-op that and go through that? Well, that's not going to happen if they don't understand the mechanics of like turning and going and things like that. And so to a degree, these games are training them how to use those mechanics. Yeah. Which creates neat opportunity for me and them later on. But that's because I am a gamer.
Yeah.
If you're not a gamer, then you need to really navigate this in such a way, because I don't know how many activities it makes sense for dads to have their children do where the dad can't be invested or involved in some way.
Yeah.
And so I would encourage you, if you're not a gamer, what does it mean for you to enter into the world? Okay, I'm going to go cook the things on the grill. I'm going to come back and I want you to explain your build to me in Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's a great way to not be a gamer, but to invest in it and things like that. So games should be something that you engage in their world in. And I think both these games show aspects of like, I really enjoy this game in Roblox, or this style of game in Roblox, or I like building these things, or this is what I'm trying to do in Minecraft. Both those give you a window into their world and an opportunity for you to journey with them, which I think is great fatherhood.
Yeah, I quit playing video games for like a year, and just started back up again maybe a month ago or so, because my daughter, just begging me, Dad, will you play Ark with me? Will you play Ark with me? And Ark is like, if I had to like give an example of what it is, it's like Minecraft, but set in the age of dinosaurs, and
Jurassic World,
much
Minecraft.
more realistic, and they're like that, you can have blood on, but you're just trying to tame dinosaurs, trying to defeat dinosaurs, stuff like that in the version we play. And that's probably like, it's survival mode compared to like in Minecraft, not creative. We don't play a creative mode at all. But there is a PvP version, because right now we're PvE, like player versus environment. And I assume that's the acronym. But PvP, you can open up the server to anybody who wants to get on. And if you do that, then you're opening up like wars, like faction wars. And this can be a very grown-up game. It can become a very grown-up game, and you're, putting together your tribe, and you're going to defeat other tribes. Well, we don't do that. Like, it's just like she and I, or my kids and just me on this world. And it's so funny because I'm starting to get sad because she's getting bored with it. I'm like, no.
And you enjoyed the season,
yeah,
right?
I'm like, you're getting bored of this, so now we like, she'll play for like 10 minutes and then she'll go play something else. I'm like, but we need enough iron to get the fabricator, and I need your help to get all the iron. Anyway, it's funny.
And I think that's an important point in regards to use of video games, right? You're not supposed to use people, but you can use video games. If video games are something that create division or isolation in relationships, then that's not as good as something else. And so the whole point of this episode isn't to talk about video games, but really the purpose of video games, if they're not unifying, or as a piece of leisure, right? Because I've been to video games where I've been like, that was a good break. I've been to video games where like I have to grind and consume, and it was not leisure. But make sure that they're ordered.
So I can get pretty manic about things, and I'll just go ape stuff, like and play. Ape
wild,
yes. And so my daughter getting me back into this is all well and good when she and I play together. But she was gone at Grandpa's on Saturday, and I was off on Saturday. And so what did I do all day Saturday from like 10 a.m. when I got back from workout until like 6 p.m. was play Ark by myself. And my wife,
wow.
So when you talk about division, my wife got real mad at me. She was like, all you've done all day is play Ark. And so, that's not good.
She didn't say play video games. She named the video game that you were playing.
Yeah.
That's how in your world it is that your wife knows, because you've had conversations about the game with your wife.
I've actually rented a server so that our Ark will continue to run while we're not in it. So, I've gone a little over the end.
So if your kids fall into the Matt Rice level of game playing, they might need I don't know, some discipline.
Yeah.
Whether it be self-discipline or parent integrated discipline. I will say one weird thing that I found, and then we probably need to land the plane, but one weird thing that I found is that my kids are asking for Minecraft money or Robux, bucks in the Roblox world, for like Christmas or for birthday gifts and things of that nature, which is so weird for me that a non-tangible gift is something that they're asking for so they can have more credits in a game or buy a new skin or buy a new map or buy a new whatever.
Yeah.
Because that seems stupid to me, but microtransactions are where gaming is at. Minecraft does cost about $20 to $30 to get into initially. Roblox is free to get into. But as you continue on, I think Roblox becomes the more expensive game. birthday and Christmas after birthday and Christmas, $20 here, $20 there.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Minecraft, you can play and really explore its entirety of depth just with the entry fee.
Well, and it's so funny because like $20 in either one of those games, you know, you think, well, in 3 or 4 years, it's going to be gone, or in a year it's going to be gone and be worthless. Even that skin that they bought, they'll use it for a couple of months and then they'll buy another one and throw away that skin that they just spent the money on.
Right.
And so then we're like, well, why are you doing it? But the same thing happens with like $20 bill they take to Target. You know, they go to Target and
buy some plastic piece of junk,
some candy or some plastic toy that lasts 2 or 3 months, and then they move on.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know why. Like, in like me internally at first, I'm like, well, heck no, don't spend money on that. But it's like, wait a second, it's no different than the toy you bought at Target.
No, it's better because it doesn't take up space in my house. Like, that's it.
It's
like,
better,
honestly, like, if you think about it that way,
Yeah.
it makes your kids happy. And it's like, it does not take up space in your house because we have a rule. If you buy a stuffed animal or a thing, you have to get rid of a thing because we can't just keep filling our house with things, you know? And so that is
It's
the
better.
advantage.
You're right.
To
It's better.
It's better.
And technically,
it is better,
lasts forever. As long as they play that game, they can always put that skin on.
Right. Yeah, just like a book would last forever, but they're not going to always read it, you know.
True.
But if they do want to go back and read it, they could enjoy it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take up space in your house. I really like that because you're right.
So my final thoughts is if you're just getting into the gaming world or you're not going to have as much oversight, then Minecraft is the winner here. I would say that Roblox actually is an easier on-ramp because they have games that you can just move the thumbstick and hit the A button, but it requires a little bit more parental oversight.
Yeah.
And so I would put Minecraft as the winner. I would give Minecraft a 9 out of 10. I would give Roblox probably an 8 out of 10. They're both excellent games for our children in that demographic, so long as parental involvement is a part of it. If parental involvement isn't part of something your kids are doing, then you should probably not have them do it.
Yeah, and then that's across the board, not just for those two games. And then also, like, and I fall into this trap periodically, like if you put your kids in front of a screen just so you don't have to mess with them for a few hours. There's an issue there, like, and that's not good. I think, and maybe it's like, I don't know, ever so often, I think it's okay. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's like, but like if it's a daily occurrence, if it's regular, if you are just happy to come home from work and you sit on your screen and they sit on their screen, then that's not good.
Correct. Yeah, screen time is probably another episode for Catholic Dad Show altogether.
Yeah.
And we'll probably dive into that in an episode down the road. But for now, if your kids are gaming, sit next to them and enter into their world. Minecraft and Roblox are both great ways for them to create, explore, and engage in different worlds. But again, if they haven't seen the sun for a couple of days, not shame on them, shame on you. So dads, go change the world, and we can change the world together. Join us on The Village. It's our online platform where we build community and discuss things such as these. Matt, how can they join The Village?
Ablaze.us/The Village. And then on there, they'll be able to sign up and join and hop into The Village. Also, please make sure you comment below, subscribe, hit the like button, all that stuff, so that other people, other dads, see these videos just because you have liked them and shared them.
Yeah, share this with one other person, especially if they would disagree. We'd love to have some dialogue in regards to it. I did get some feedback about the Will Smith slap one.
Oh, you did?
And
was it like
there were clearly some other perspectives.
Was it on like?
They said they were yelling at our show. Yes, they were
awesome.
very strongly disagreeing. So, but we didn't see those
in the comments.
So
I want it online. I want to troll online. I want to fight.
Not a troll, no, but
I don't
someone
care.
who wants
I'll take
to have
a troll.
authentic dialogue.
Give me somebody.
Okay, yeah. Take a swing at us if you're like, no, not Minecraft, not Roblox. Minesweeper. That's the best game for kids. It's like click, 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 click. Hey, we love you guys. We love journeying with you, and we do believe that Catholic fatherhood can change the world. Thanks for joining us at the Catholic Dad Show.
Bye, guys.
God bless.